I just need to be brave. You know, together we can get through it. I said, oh, I'm not, Chiori. She doesn't bother me to the extent that like Navia and Yelan bother me. No, she does. She's on that level now. She's just there's just no need. There's just no need to be so rude to people. That doesn't make you cool. Being all like, ugh, ill. When someone's like having emotions, it doesn't make you cool. It doesn't make you mysterious. It makes you a bitch. It makes you a bully. Okay. Like, is that supposed to be a cool character? Are we supposed to watch somebody being mean and horrible and rude and dismissive of somebody and go, oh, she's cool, isn't she? I can't wait to play as her because I assume she's going to be a playable character. I don't know. I feel like this amount of focus she's probably going to be. And she's probably going to be a 5-star and it's going to be infuriating and we're going to have to go through an entire story quest of her being mean, either her being mean and rude to people or her having like a story trying to explain why she's mean and rude to people, which you're not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to explain. You're not going to be able to justify why someone's being that mean and rude to people. Like, oh, she's a bully, but she's had like a bad background or whatever. I mean, I'm assuming she had to like escape Inazuma because she was in such a rush she didn't even get to say goodbye. So I'm assuming that if she's playable and if she gets the story quest and everything, we're going to go through all of that and all of the background and why she's so allowed to be mean and rude to people. And we're supposed to go, oh, that's so sad for you. But in reality, no, she's just a bitch. Just let the guy have feelings, for crying out loud. Because like it's okay if you're uncomfortable around emotional expression and you don't know how to handle it and everything. That's fine. That's okay. It's alright to go a bit quiet because you don't know how to help somebody who's feeling upset or anything. It's fine. Be awkward. But the harshness to her voice, that he's excited and she's like, all right. Like he's not doing anything. For crying out loud. Oh, I should not be this annoyed while I'm still loading in. Shouldn't press record before I've actually loaded in. When will I learn? Still, I feel like I was too nice about her at first. I was giving her too many chances to be a nice character. Or not a nice character as in, like I've said, I don't need to justify this again, but like I've said, not everybody has to be nice. When I say nice character, I don't mean a character who is nice. I mean a character who is enjoyable and not horrible to people. Is my sound on? No, it isn't. Why isn't it? Because I was collabing the last thing I did, that's why.
Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
And I can't remember the settings that I had. Damn it! Okay, everyone. I'm gonna have to put I'm gonna put a post-it note. But that would require me actually knowing if this was any good or not. And I don't know if this was any good or not. Solo is 4, 5, 5, 5. Co-op, what was it? It was 2, nothing. I don't need, 2, 3 maybe. I don't know. I'll find out because I'm recording. But like if I don't do this now, then I will forget. to do it in the first place. So there we go. If it's wrong, it's in pencil. I can just rip it out. It's fine. You don't really need to be here for any of this. What is that? Okay. Right. Excuse me. Go to Hotel de Board to film. Right, yes, because I'm like almost finished with the actual things, eventy things, but I couldn't do one because I had to go to Hotel de Board. Also, God, this event, because like we spend so much time with Chiori, who is just a bully. I will not stop saying that. She's just mean. Then we have to film a thing with Lynette, who is not as bad as Linny, but she still bothers me a bit. And then we have to spend the whole thing, we have to film a whole thing of Navia showing off. I know it's just that she's an actor, she's an actress, whatever. Still, showing off her, I can't even remember the word, but like generosity, I think. Like, that's hilarious that this person is being portrayed by Navia, but go on. Charlotte, we get to, Charlotte's nice. I like Charlotte. Charlotte's great. I love spending time with Charlotte, okay? Getting to film her doing photography and everything, that was adorable. That was adorable and I loved it. I'm not sure who the person in Hotel de Bois is going to be. Did I have to film? But I doubt it's going to be anybody I like. And then we get the chance to spend some time with Ayato, but instead it's like, oh no, I'm gonna forfeit my thing to let Ayaka do things by herself, because it's not like this is a diplomatic thing or anything. No, she hasn't had enough of an opportunity, even though she's had plenty of opportunity actually. Like what he's doing is adorable and sweet, and I love him for it. But like, can't we let them get on with it, and then we spend time with Ayato? It's not that I prefer him over Ayaka. I don't have a preference when it comes to the two of them. I like them both equally. But like, it's like I've been saying this whole time, we spent more time with Ayaka. I just want to change. But then maybe I'm a hypocrite because we've also spent a lot of time with Yoimiya recently.
You're already here!
And I'm never going to complain about spending time with Yoimiya, okay? Let me check the audio while, yeah.
Good morning. Xavier said yesterday afternoon went well.
Yeah, and how about you, Ayaka? What were you up to yesterday?
It looks okay.
After we split up, Ayato went to see Udex Nervillette at the Palais Marmonia.
Yeah, we did.
I was originally thinking of going with him, but he said he could manage it himself. He told me to go see the sights around Fontaine and to enjoy the local culture.
Listen, that is
so
adorable.
I rode the aqua bus
okay.
with Yoimiya and visited the Opera House on Aranias Island.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe what we saw there. 2 mechanical puppets that were dancing together. You've already seen them, right?
Oh, I love them so much. You know how I feel about figure skating and everything. Oh. But yes, what I was going to say is that's adorable that Hugh's taking care of all the diplomatic stuff and is insisting Ayaka actually see this as a holiday and go and spend time with friends and sightsee and everything. That is adorable. I'm not dismissing what he does later. I'm just saying, can we not spend time at least equally? It's exhausting. Anyway, yes, these people.
Yeah, those two. Amazing, aren't they?
Oh, they really are, aren't they? Amazing. I forgot to, yeah,
We
okay.
sat and watched for quite a while. It was mesmerizing. Like we could keep watching them forever.
Oh, it was the same for us the first time we saw them, too.
Afterwards, we went swimming at the beach. Well, diving, to be exact. It was the first time I ever breathed underwater. I held Ayaka's hand and we counted down together. 3, 2, one, and then splash! We were beneath the waves.
That's adorable. Oh, that's cute. I like that they're friends. Yoyumi is a good friend. She's the kind of friend that I like, because I'm someone that has very limited energy and can't always necessarily engage in conversation very well, or at least for too long. I really appreciate a friend who can just talk at me and understand that there are different like energy levels, and I'm not pressured to talk the exact same amount, if that makes sense. I do feel like I tend to gravitate more towards people who can talk for days.
At first, I didn't dare to open my mouth. But once I couldn't hold my breath any longer, I decided to take a big breath in. Turns out the water wasn't as salty as I imagined. It didn't really taste like anything at all. Before I knew it, I was breathing like normal down there. It was an amazing feeling. Ayaka said I was too nervous and needed to loosen my grip. She got used to everything way faster than I did.
No, that's adorable.
I knew that the Traveler could do it, so I had no doubt we could do it too.
Of course you
That
can.
helped me feel at ease as soon as we dove in. The underwater world in Fontaine truly is beautiful. I love seeing the romaritime flowers blossoming underwater, like little candles lighting up the streets at night.
Yeah, and there were so many creatures that we've never seen in Inazuma. Like those fish that shimmer like a sword blade. Whoosh! Oh, and those big fish that call when they see people.
Ooh. Oh.
Oh, you mean Hunter's Rays and Blubber Beasts.
I just love the name Blubber Beast. Just wait till Pops and the others hear about this. They probably won't believe a word I say.
This is so cute. Oh my god. That's adorable. Ah.
Yoimiya was down there for quite a while. It was dark before we finally rode the aqua bus back to the city. I figured she'd want to sleep in today.
Of course
Yeah,
not.
even I was worried that I wouldn't be able to get up.
Have you met
I
Yoimiya?
still felt like I was drifting in the waves when I went to sleep last night. But as soon as I woke up today, I remembered that we'd all be shooting a film together, and I was ready to go.
Speaking of the film, where's everybody else?
My brother and Xavier were speaking to the restaurant owner about using the place as a filming location. They should be here soon. As for the others, we're here.
Oh, do you have to be?
Please excuse my tardiness.
Hi.
I just finished the Special Patrol's 6-mile morning jog.
Not you. You can always be here.
6 miles?
Love you to bits.
I'm so tired. I heard you all chatting, so I decided to come down. I sure could use some of that endless energy everyone else has.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning. Can someone fetch me a cup of coffee? More milk, hold the sugar.
Sure, I'd be happy to do that for you.
No, you can't go anywhere. Please, have a seat over here so I can get started on your makeup. Ugh, the last thing I want is coffee stains on my costumes.
Oh my
I
god.
can get the coffee. It's the perfect job for an assistant.
Everything she says is like so pissed off. Well, the last thing I want is coffee. I'm not having to go on the voice actor. I want to be absolutely clear because They're clearly being, like, directed. You know, it's nothing to do with the acting. The acting's great. Okay, the acting is why I am so irate. It's because it's good acting, I mean. It makes me really, about the character, you know what I mean? Nothing to do with the actor at all. Why is Chiori so pissed off at everything? It hasn't even happened yet. Nothing's happened. You don't need to get so angry about coffee. There's no coffee yet. I don't understand if she's getting angry because there are coffee stains on the thing.
So much energy. Seriously, what's her secret?
That's just how she is.
Oh, Yoimiya's always like that. But you sure look exhausted, Farina. It's because you're not used to waking up so early, huh?
Of course not. I spent the whole night reading the novel from cover to cover, marking sections that either need to be omitted or adapted.
Oh, I love you, Farina.
Paimon didn't expect you to be so thorough.
Proper fanfiction writer.
Well, I was the biggest star in all of Fontaine after all. It takes more than just a pretty face to earn a reputation like that. I know how to get serious when the situation calls for it.
Like, I understand this is canon, but given it's a stupid-ass canon, I've elected to ignore it.
I went all out when I was acting as an Archon, so why wouldn't I do the same for my own life?
Here's your coffee, Director Farina.
Oh, thank you. The sound of being called director and the aroma of coffee feels almost as refreshing as hearing the birds chirping in the morning.
Ah, it seems everyone has managed to arrive on time.
Oh god, we're getting
We've
to the
reached
scene.
an agreement with the restaurant owner.
Sorry.
We are free to use the second floor to shoot our film.
We're getting to the one scene that I've seen that really pissed me off.
Really? That's great!
Thanks, Ayato and
He
Xavier.
is really looking forward to our film, and hopes that providing his restaurant as a filming location will attract more customers.
Well then, Mr. Xavier, I'll leave the rest to you.
Okay, thanks. First, I'd like to introduce our new members. This is our prop manager, Veronique. She'll be in charge of all the film's props and items.
Hi.
And this is Bono, our lighting technician. He'll be in charge of lighting and illumination to set up each scene's atmosphere.
Hi.
Wow. Sure feels like we have some real professionals joining the crew now.
First of all, please allow me to first express my sincerest gratitude to everyone in the crew. When my investor informed me yesterday that he wouldn't be able to provide the funds, I really thought that this was the nail in the coffin for this film. I had no idea that I'd find so many people willing to help me on such short notice. Thank you. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
Oh,
No
you're
need
so
to be so
welcome.
cordial, Mr. Xavier. We're all honored to be a part of this.
Your works made a profound impression on me when I saw them back in Inazuma.
Aw.
I am sure that someday, this film will be remembered as a prime example of cultural exchange between Fontaine and Inazuma.
Oh, you're so
Yes.
sweet.
The story is the reason I agreed to join. I can't bear to even imagine what this film would look like without the very best director.
Anyway, I would like to make a promise to everyone that as the producer of this film, I'll do whatever I can to ensure that everything goes as smoothly as possible. This is not just my film. It also embodies the thoughts and feelings of every person here, as well as the endless effort we are about to pour into it. So, without further ado, the Two Musketeers will officially begin filming now! You may take it from here, Director Farina.
I love this so much. Oh my god, this is so sweet.
All right. Listen up, everyone.
I'm here. Okay.
The first scene takes place when the two young musketeers are living at the Baron's home, still unaware of all that is about to happen to them. We'll need props and lighting to set the scene. Our lead actors can go get their makeup done, and extras, please take this time to go over your positions.
Whoa. Seems Farina's really kicking things into gear as the director.
Is everyone clear? I don't want anyone traipsing around the set like umbrella finches. All right, cameras will start rolling as soon as the set is ready. Let's make a film that'll make some serious waves in Fontaine.
Oh, it's so nice.
Not the kind of waves that drown people. I mean, the good kind of waves.
Oh, sweetie. It's so nice seeing her passionate.
Seems like she's still a bit traumatized by that.
I mean, can we blame her? Not that much time has passed. People, the thing is, Paimon, that when people are traumatized, that tends to last for like quite a while. Okay, I hate to break it to you, but she's probably going to be traumatized for quite a while. Quite a big portion of the rest of her life, okay? But it's still so nice to see her passionate about something.
Anyway, let's go see if there's anything we can do to help.
Yeah, okay, Farina. Farina, honey, hang on. Because I'm so upset that Novelette is not a part of this. Hang on. When did you happen? Excuse me? Okay. Fair enough, I guess. What did I even come on here to... Oh yeah, because as sweet as you are, you're not needed right now.
I see the value in my own work.
Farina!
But I also see the meaning in all the
Farina.
endeavors.
You okay,
I
sweetie?
don't need any help here. Why don't you try asking someone else?
Oh, I'm sure you don't. I still just wanted to say hi. It's never nice to see you sitting on your own, okay? Enjoy your coffee. I'll save that for last, because that's gonna irritate me. You're me!
How about here?
A little more to the left.
You got it.
Hey, Yoimiya, do you need a hand?
No, I'm fine. You know, doing the lighting is kind of like designing a fireworks show. It's interesting to imagine what kind of atmosphere the lights will create. I heard that the Traveler will be operating the camera and Paimon will be the clapper loader, right? Those roles are just perfect for the two of you.
Really? Is that because it'll be easy for Paimon to hold the clapperboard while flying?
Well, sure, there's that, but that's not exactly what I meant. I just think that after all your journeys together, you two must have developed a super close bond and just naturally know how to work with each other. If I'm not mistaken, the director will want the cameras rolling as soon as the clapperboard goes clack.
Oh, that's cute. Listen, okay, I know the logistics and everything, but that's still cute. It's so sweet when people are nice to Paimon. People aren't nice to Paimon enough.
Oh, I see. It's amazing to see the magic behind filmmaking.
Yoimiya, we need lights over there too.
Oh, on it! I've got to get back to work. Chat with you later. Oh, it's exciting to see so many people working together to bring the film to life.
Oh, she's such a ray of sunshine. I love her.
Seems like Yoimiya's really getting into it. But she was right. We do have a super close bond, don't we?
Oh, why did you sound so unsure at the end there? Of course we do, sweetheart.
Paimon's really happy to hear that.
Oh, I'm so unsure of herself. We do have a super close bond, don't we? Oh, of course we do, sweetie pie.
Ah, so this is what a musket looks like.
Not exactly.
Well, that was very insightful, thank you. I suppose we're gonna have to do this
So annoyed.
in a minute, though, because somebody wants to go you know where, don't they? Fua, sweetie pie. Don't they, yeah? You're hoping to go somewhere, aren't you? Okay, Doggo is downstairs. She has to go downstairs at 4 o'clock or she gets cross. I suppose. I think I need to turn up the audio just a little bit. It just looks. You can.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear?
I'm sure it's fine. Go on. I mean, I'm not trying to talk over people anyway, so. Although I might.
Ayaka has mentioned you to me before. She said that you two were great friends when you were kids.
Although I might talk over Chiori. I really can't stand her right now.
No talking. I'm thinking about how to do your eyeshadow.
Thing is, like, if this was the only time she was like this, and normally she was actually quite nice, but now she's like, no talking because he's brought up something from the past. I'd understand if it was a case of like, oh, the past is I don't want to talk about it kind of thing. But she's rude to everybody, so like I refuse to believe that.
Ah, yes. To help me really look the part.
To achieve a more young and naive look for this scene.
Are you saying the wrinkles around my eyes are too deep?
You just have too much of a calculating look in your eyes.
You sure don't mince your words. It seems you really haven't changed much.
Quiet.
Like, how dare you? Like, who do you think you are? Who the hell do you think you are? To talk to Ayato, to tell Ayato quiet. How dare you? Oh, that is, you... Like, actually shut up. Like, actually do not talk to me again. Excuse, did I click on your name? I don't think I did. Like, screw you, actually. You're such a bitch. She just gives me too many Mean Girl vibes. That she, like, genuinely makes me angry. She's so, like, that person at school who used to bully everybody but always used to get away with it because she was such a sweetheart to the teachers. She's that kind of person. That kind of person who, like, pretends to be all nice and lovely, but is actually so horrible.
Be sure to befriend them.
Shivro, I like you.
So, this is a real musket?
No, it's just a prop weapon.
Not bad. Have you seen a real musket before?
Only in books and newspapers. I made this one based on the relative shape and proportions I saw in reference images. When we're filming, some special gunpowder will be applied around the muzzle, which will help create the flash and smoke effects of a real gun being fired.
Which means it'll be up to the actors to portray the recoil.
That's right. The sound effects for gunshots will also be added in post-production.
Right, because I'm like so into practical effects and everything. Like, it's not so much the person, like fake punches, for example. Obviously, both sides have to really play the part and everything. But it's not so much the person delivering the fake punch as it is the person reacting to the fake punch that really sells it. So it's exactly what she said. It's the person who's like being hit by whatever, in whatever reason, whatever's going on, that like really has to sell it. Because a shot can look crap, but if the person really acts like they're being hit, then it's believable.
Thank you, Veronique. I think I know where to start now. However, the musket's gears and firing pin could still use some work. Adding some wear on the metallic components will make them appear more realistic.
Oh, I love this so
Also,
much.
be sure to rub the muskets with some oil each time before we start shooting. That'll give the impression that the firearms have been well maintained.
Good point.
Oh, the detail.
You seem to know a lot, Miss Chevres. I assume you use these types of firearms on a regular basis?
Yes, I perform routine maintenance on my weapons every day. Just like we as people need to eat and sleep, muskets need to be cleaned and maintained.
I also perform similar care for my sword every day, and familiarize myself with its shape and weight, to the point where it feels like a natural extension of my body.
Yes. This way, Our weapons will never betray us in the heat of battle.
Yes, well said. It seems we have the same philosophy on this topic.
Oh, sounds like they found a common interest to talk about.
Though these props differ from the muskets I use, I can still give you some pointers.
Good. I look forward to your instruction.
First and foremost, never point the weapon at anyone, regardless of whether it's a real or prop weapon or whether you're holding it or it's on the table. This holds for any time when you're not actively engaging an enemy.
Okay, understood.
When aiming the musket, extend your arm so that it's level with your shoulder, and use your eye to look down the weapon's sights.
Like this?
Not bad. Now, try saying your lines.
This is the end of the road for you.
Good. Now turn your body a little. That way, you'll give your enemy less of a target to work with. And relax your shoulders. Here, allow me to demonstrate. This is the end of the road for you.
Oh, cool.
Huh. Excuse me, Miss Chiori. Director Farina, there's something I wish to discuss with you.
I just wish he would be a part of it. That's all, that's... I mean, I wasn't expecting to be that big of a part because, like, it was only Ayaka on the post and everything. But, like, she's the one who's on the banner right now. So I assume partially that's why, at least. But, like, I just wanted Ayato to also have some fun. Is that too much to ask? Like, you can't, you're so sweet, but you also can't, like, only be doing diplomatic official stuff. Have some fun. Dear God.
Oh? What is it?
Like this?
Like, I was so excited for, like, all of these people to be interacting, but no, Ayato doesn't actually get to interact with people all that much because he... I just want to spend time equally with characters I like.
Yes, much better.
Why can we only have one or the other?
What do you think?
Even in, like, I forget what it's called, but even in the event where Ayato first released, the poetry one where Venti and Singcho met and everything, even that was, like, mainly other people, if I remember correctly. Mainly other people, and Ayato was only really there, like, in the beginning and in the end. It's like, this is your thing! Ah!
I do see your point. But are you sure you wish to do this?
No, he isn't.
I
Say
believe
no.
it would be most fitting.
Well, if you insist. All right, I understand. Miss Ayaka, Miss Chevres, could the two of you please come over here?
Huh? What's going on? Are we gonna start filming now?
Let's go see.
Like, listen, I'm
What
glad
is
to
it?
put Shirosa in the spotlight, but still.
I have a question for you, Miss Chevres. Would you be willing to play the role of a musketeer?
What?
To clarify, I would like to turn over my role to Miss Chevres.
This is nice of you.
But brother...
Aww!
Don't worry, Ayaka. I actually view this as a good thing.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, listen, the family gets me, okay? I complain all the time, but I'm really so easy to please, okay? Just, she called him brother, that's so cute. Ah! Best interaction in the entire event, I swear to God.
I was becoming troubled trying to set aside some time to speak to the staff at the Palais Mermonia. I would like to have some conversations about the cultural exchange between our two countries, and I've heard that the bureaucratic process here can get rather complicated.
Listen, am I boring? Am I just boring? Or would I really want to be involved in that too? Listen, you know how much I love practical effects and everything, and I know that this is not, because this is animated, whatever. But the things that they're talking about still really interest me because it's like practical and everything, and but at the same time, I would love to just follow Ayato around and listen to the things that he says to people. I would happily have an entire event of just listening to Ayato speak to people.
Now I will be able to focus on my work. Besides, you also know that I'm not really one for public performances.
No, that's true.
Are you really sure?
I mean, I get that. And if he's like uncomfortable, I'm not. I want to make it clear. I understand why. And I mean, I was surprised that he agreed to it in the first place. If he gets to not be in the public eye, then that's great, and I'm happy for him. But can we not spend... He doesn't have to be involved with production for us to spend just a little bit more time with him.
From a director's point of view, I also felt like the relationship between the two musketeers in the original story could be improved. The older brother in the story plays the lead role with his overbearing character, but this causes his character to overshadow that of his sister, and the theme of the two supporting and relying on each other isn't conveyed very well. But if we were to change the siblings to two sisters of a similar age, then that aspect of the story might come through more clearly. Also, I've seen you instructing Ayaka. That cold and dignified personality is exactly what we need for the older musketeer.
Of course, even with all these insights, the decision should still be made by Miss Chevreuse.
Chevreuse mentioned that she really likes the story, right? Paimon bets that she'll take the role.
But we still don't know if she's a big fan of acting. We really don't know that much about her.
All right, I'll take the role.
Good. It's decided then. I'll get started on making edits to the script. We'll also need to make some immediate adjustments to the lighting, props, and costumes. I have a feeling that our adaptation will be even better than the original story.
With you behind
You're
it.
doing a great favor for me, Miss Chevreuse. You have my gratitude.
With you behind it, Farina, I'm sure it will be the best thing that's ever happened to Fontaine's Media, okay? I have so much faith in you.
Don't mention it.
Like,
I like
actually.
this character, so if anything, I should be the one thanking you.
Oh, that's sweet.
Well, since my brother is the one who brought up the idea, I suppose there's no need to worry. Let's go, Miss Chevreuse. I look forward to working with you.
And the thing is, I get the whole thing of like wanting Ayaka to be able to go off on her own. I begrudge the kind of implication that Ayato is overshadowing Ayaka, given that Ayaka is the one that we spend the most time with and she's the one that does all the public stuff. And if anything, it is the other way around. Or there's just no overshadowing at all, because they both do different things and they both contribute in different ways, and there's no way like that doesn't happen. I know they're talking about the story and everything, but implications are a thing, and that doesn't happen. Okay, I refuse. But I get the whole thing of Ayaka not being able to kind of make friends if she's around Ayato all the time. Like, I get it, but it's also important as siblings for those two to be able to bond and everything over stuff that isn't official. So I don't understand why we couldn't have a story of those two actually getting to bond and getting to do stuff not in Inazuma and be a bit more carefree and actually just be siblings with each other. Because I just feel like we don't get that often enough.
Please, just call me Chevreuse.
Seems like you're really going out of your way to solve the problem I was having with your makeup.
Oh, shut up, Chiori.
Surely you jest, Chiori. I assure you that I was mostly motivated by a desire to spend more time on formal business.
You do not need to justify yourself in front of this bitch, okay? I'm being so rude right now, but to be honest, I'm only matching how mean she is, in my defense, okay? If Genshin allowed swearing, she would be calling people a bitch, okay? Actually, I swear I saw a video. The one or the scene that I've seen of this so far is a video talking about how Genshin allowed swearing in the scene. And I have watched that scene so many times. And maybe I'm being stupid, but I'm not finding the swear word that is said in this event. So that's something we need to look out for, is apparently there's a swear in this event at some point. And I don't know, maybe the video was clickbait, probably. I mean, Genshin videos tend to just be clickbait. But I'm so confused. I vaguely remember, like, when the scene happens, I remember that it's that. And we'll have to look out for the swear together, okay?
Oh, come on. You really think I'd buy that? According to what I've heard from Ayaka, her brother is someone who can juggle 10 different matters at the same time. I'm sure you have other reasons for backing out.
Yeah, but this has nothing to do with... Not everything's about you, Chiori.
Perhaps. Ayaka always said she wanted to go out and see more of the world, just like the Traveler.
But you can do that together. You can do it together because, like I said, bonding with your siblings, when you have a good relationship with your siblings, but you don't actually get to bond all that much, is important. I just wish we could have had more of that, you know?
But I feel that she needs not only to see other nations, but also to make some different kinds of friends. I think it would be harder for her to make new connections with me constantly by her side.
Why?
I would like to give her some space.
I don't know, maybe it's just me. I don't get it. Maybe it's just me that, you know, whenever I made friends with people, it'd always, like, be them and a sibling. And an older sibling. Mainly. And I'd get on with both perfectly. I've been out before, like, disability really hit. I have been out with a friend and their older sibling so many times. Like, that's always been, like, a staple friendship group. And I'm talking back when, you know, back when I was younger and, you know, not partially stuck in bed for, like, half my life. But it had always been a person my age and their older sibling of 1 or 2 or 3 years. And that's never been an issue. And sometimes it's been me and a friend and their younger sibling who, like, were watching over, and because the parents are busy, so the sibling is accompanying us, and that never ruined anything. And it was always very nice to make sure that the younger sibling, like, had fun. And when it was the older sibling, it never mattered. Like, if anything, they could have just driven us places. But you know what I mean? So maybe this is me and my own personal experiences. I mean, then again, I never maintained any of these friends because they tended to turn out to be not great people. One was homophobic, and one tried to stab me with a dart, and one just ghosted everybody. But, like, you know, that's not the point.
Alright, go on. Spoil her some more.
Oh, shut up, Chiori.
Ayato, it's too bad you're stepping down from the role. Paimon really wanted to see you act as a musketeer.
Me too! Me too! Oh my god, can we not just have, like, a surprise thing at the end, like a cameo or something? Dear god.
No need to poke fun at me. I'd wager that you also felt that I wasn't the best candidate for the role.
Oh, he laughed. I mean, I don't know what the role was. You'd have done great, but I understand you don't like being, like, in the public eye and stuff, and that's fine. And you shouldn't have to do something you're not comfortable with, but still. I wish you could have at the very least just been, like, a background actor or something. He'd look... We got to see a cool shot of Ayaka, and it was a cool shot, and I loved it, and I want it as a poster. Why can we not have the same with Ayato? That's all I'm saying. Just one cool shot of Ayato to go with the cool shot of Ayaka. That's all I want.
It's a little hard for Paimon to imagine you saying those lines.
I mean, yeah, I'm not saying that he should stay in the role. It probably wasn't. He'd have been so awkward, probably. But, like, still, that doesn't mean you have to go off and everything. She was talking perfectly fine to Chivros. I can't say how they're saying it. She was engaging perfectly fine with other people. With you just, you know, you can do something else. You don't have to leave. I don't know if he does. I'm assuming he does.
Yes. I've made an appointment to meet some people from the Palais Mermonia. Now, I will have some more time to prepare.
Traveler, get the camera ready. Paimon, get the clapperboard. Actors, to your positions. We're about to start shooting the first scene.
Go on now. And please take good care of Ayaka.
We will.
Yep, don't worry.
You're so sweet. It's nice to hear you laughing a bit. You can count on us. Good luck with your work. Sad to see you go. Wish could have spent more time with you.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing the film when it's finished.
Yeah, you'd better come to the premiere with us. Bit cross if you don't.
All right. Now that we're all here, let me help set the scene for everyone. The first scene takes place when our two main characters are still living at the Baron's estate. They've been ostracized and verbally abused by others in the household, but they still have no idea why. We want to capture how naive and innocent they are, despite their pain. Chevres will be playing the role of the older sister, Tulip, and Ayaka will be the younger sister, Iris. Be sure to get close-ups of the main characters at the right moment.
We'll try.
Silence on the set! Lights! Camera! Action!
Let's go!
You did a great job, Paimon.
Mother's been out for quite a while now.
Perhaps she went to pick some flowers on the way home. You know how she loves flowers.
Iris, Tulip! I'm home!
Oh no. Zoom. Shit. Zoom in for a close shot with the mother.
Mother! You were out for so long, we were beginning to worry about you.
I'm sorry, but I'm back now, safe and sound. Here, I brought your favorite treat, apple turnovers.
Mother, what are those bruises on your hand?
Is there a wrong answer? Zoom. Do we do a close-up of the mother, or do we do a close-up on one of the main actors? One of the main characters being concerned. I'm gonna go first one.
Huh?
Yeah.
What bruises? Oh, I must have bumped into something while I was working yesterday.
But I didn't notice them this morning.
Then perhaps they're from when I accidentally tripped when I was out just now. By the way, did you have fun playing at home? What's the matter, Iris?
Focus on Iris.
Well, we've realized that no one really wants to play with us.
They even took Iris's doll and spat at us.
And they even called us names. They said we were...
Shh. It's all right. Don't worry. Girls, listen to me.
Pan over all three characters.
It doesn't matter what anyone says. Don't listen to them. No one can define you with such words. You both have wonderful lives ahead of you. Just like your names. You will both blossom like beautiful flowers. Maybe your time to blossom hasn't quite come yet, but one day, you two will bloom more beautifully than anything else. Don't let the soil you're in now ruin your future beauty. Understand? My dear daughters.
And cut!
That was good acting! Oh my goodness!
Not bad. The actors' emotions were all on point. Let's keep that take. Also, if our clapper loader could avoid shouting at the start of the scene next time.
Oh, got it.
Oh, she was excited.
Great. I was a little worried that my nerves would get the better of me. What about you, Chevres?
I felt fine. The lines weren't too difficult at all. Seems like Farina must have adapted the role nicely.
You two were great. I couldn't tell it was your first time acting in a film. You should have more confidence.
Thank you for your encouragement.
Positions, everyone! We'll move on to the next scene after we try a few more camera angles.
Everything proceeds at a great pace, and once Furina has adjusted some details to her satisfaction, you begin
This
filming the
scene
second
is when our
scene, I
two
guess.
characters return home, only to discover their mother has been murdered.
Oh.
Ready? Lights! Camera! Action!
Oh, you did great, Paimon. Well done,
Mother,
sweetheart.
we're back.
Mother? What's wrong, Tulip? Iris, stay away! Huh? Why? What's... Mother! Mother... She's... Huh? There's poison in this cup. Huh? I could have sworn I've seen this kind of cup before. Those aristocrats. They didn't even try to cover up their actions.
My God.
Iris, we need to leave this place. Leave? But now that Mother is gone, where can we even go?
I'll be honest, actually, given that Ayaka and Ayato's, their parents are dead, so actually it probably might have been a bit much to make those two together act a scene where they find their dead mother. There might have been a bit, I don't know if we even know the circumstances of, their deaths and everything, but, yeah, that would have been a bit too emotionally taxing, I imagine. I think it was a good call for Ayato to not do this. I think Ayaka doing this with somebody else is the best. It was a good decision.
Anywhere. All I know is that we can't stay in this house. But are we just going to let them get away with this? We'll have our revenge, I promise you. Just not right now. Come on, let's go. No, wait. We can't just leave Mother here like this. At least let me leave this rose with her. That's why we went out in the first place. To buy her this flower. All right. Goodbye, Mother. We'll avenge you. Someday.
And cut! Beautiful! Great performance!
Oh my, you're so amazing, Ayaka! And were those real tears I saw? How did you do it?
I was surprised too.
Thank you for the kind compliments. Actually, as soon as Director Furina said action, I told myself not to think about anything. I just felt the weight of the moment and became the character. It's quite similar to practicing the art of the sword. You clear your mind and focus only on what's happening in front of you.
Well, you did amazing.
Ayaka's performance was amazing. Have I discovered an acting prodigy? Pipe down, everyone! We need to move on to the next scene!
I'm loving this whole thing that's going on in Genshin right now with just random characters discovering their joy of acting. Like Kaya as well. He enjoys acting now. Like he wasn't sure at first, but now he's like, oh dear, this stage production needs a new actor. I just so happen to carry this costume with me. I'll wear that. I know the story perfectly well, thank you. Kind of thing, which is adorable. It's so cute if Ayaka has a similar arc of discovering, a hobby in acting, because it's not like she's going to become a famous actress or anything, but there's no reason why she can't do the odd production like this. It was so sweet. Are we gonna talk to anybody? Full day of filming on the set quickly passes.
Huh? Are we done already? But Paimon wants to keep playing with the clapperboard.
Oh.
How do you feel,
Get her a
Is your arm
clapperboard.
sore from holding the camera all day?
Get her own clapperboard. Can you just buy clapperboards? I kind of want one. It was a lot of fun.
Good work, you two.
Thank you.
You too, Shivers. You were quite the actress today.
I've read this novel many times before. I have a good grasp of my character's mindset. Anyway, do you remember my request from yesterday?
Yes.
Oh, right! We were having so much fun that Paimon nearly forgot! You have a case where the murders seem really similar to the cases in the novel, right? So, how are they similar exactly?
Poison, I assume.
In the story, the main characters grow up to become two musketeers, always using their guns to carry out their revenge. And on each of the victims, they place a rainbow rose as a signal that they've returned.
So you mean there were rainbow roses in your case too?
Yes, that's correct. We found rainbow roses just like in the novel. Seems like you're connecting the dots now.
I connected them.
Oh, that does sound pretty concerning. Especially after seeing the script today. Oh, now Paimon can't stop wondering what kind of ulterior motive the murderer might have. What do you think, Traveler? You're smart. Paimon wants to hear your thoughts.
If we're only there to assist, then I think we can join the case.
Good. On behalf of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, thank you for your dedication to justice.
You're so
There's
welcome.
no time to lose. We should start investigating right away. Follow me.
Huh? Right now? Well, we just got done filming all day. Paimon's so tired.
I'll give you a clapperboard.
The most valuable intel always comes after nightfall. They are like small, remote islands in the middle of the sea. If you don't stay vigilant, you will pass right by them in the fog. That's how one of my favorite books always puts it, at least.
So, where are we going right now?
Let's start by checking out some workshops that sell mechanical components. If the culprit is making their own weapons, it's very likely that they'll visit those sort of places.
Ooh, is this the thing that I didn't do, or was it the thing that I did? I don't remember. Doesn't matter right now. I'll walk because teleporting will take a decade. I am so cold. I also haven't done the mandatory co-op one because co-op scares me. Although I am in the Asia server, and that's... I've seen so many like horror stories of co-op in like the America server and the European server, which is what I would be in. But that doesn't seem to happen all that much in the Asia server, so maybe I'm safe. Like, it's scary, but I have heard nothing of like bad interactions here.
Welcome to LeChaux's Clockwork Workshop. How can I help you?
Hello. I'd like to know if anyone has purchased some special components lately.
Special components? Sorry, could you be more specific?
I mean the kind of components that aren't typically used for clockwork toys, but for firearms.
Huh? For firearms? No, we don't sell those sort of things here.
Don't misunderstand. I'm not here to cause any trouble. We are merely investigating a case, and we're hoping that you could cooperate.
Well, to be completely honest, I'm not even sure what kind of components that would entail.
Has anyone ever purchased components here as an individual rather than on behalf of an organization?
We have a lot of customers who buy toys, but those who buy components are all regular customers who buy in bulk on behalf of their organization.
Is that so? I understand. Thank you for your cooperation.
You're welcome. It's the least I can do.
Ouch. Sorry, I have an infection on my leg. It's getting to me just a little bit now. It doesn't usually, but it's really sticking at the moment. Oh, hi, it's you! Hi!
Oh, hey, Chevris. Run out of oil for your musket again?
Hello, Estelle. I want to know if anyone has come to your shop recently to order some firearm components.
Oh, is this another case? Let me think. I don't think so. Some people have requested that I make some prop guns for the Fontanalia Film Festival, but I refused all of those requests.
Oh? Why's that?
Because there's no profit! I only make things here that can do some real heavy lifting. I don't have the energy to make some new molds just for the festival.
Then, has anybody come specifically looking for mechanical components?
Well, I usually sell off my scrap to the Fleuve Cendre. I don't typically give them to one specific person.
I understand. Thanks for your cooperation.
Don't mention it. Always happy to have the Musketeers' patronage.
Seems like we haven't found any leads to go off yet.
Well, we've only spoken to two
yeah,
people.
Unfortunately. Alright, let's head to Fleuve Cendre next.
Investigations usually take
you
a very
sure?
long time.
People might not be so thrilled to see the captain of the special patrol there.
Tough.
You think so, huh? Then I guess you don't know.
Huh? Know what?
That I grew up in Fleuve Cendre.
Oh. Okay, let me have a drink a sec. Wee. Ah! Too much wee! Ah! I'm fine. I am the Hydra Dragon, thank you very much. I can handle a fall.
Let's build a smaller boat.
I love the music down here. Hi, Emerald.
Hello, I'd like to ask some questions.
I don't know anything.
Don't worry, I'm not here to arrest anybody.
You say that now.
It's the truth. Here, take this as my guarantee.
Wait, did Paimon just see what she thinks she saw? Is the captain of the special patrol bribing a citizen?
Paimon, shush. No. Keep your lips keep your lips sealed and no one will ever know.
Seems you're different from the other guards.
It's a ploy.
What do you want to know?
It's a thing that she's probably doing to make it look like, oh, you know, I'm not like the rest. I'm like, you know, corrupt. So you can tell me anything because I'm safe to talk to. It's a ploy, Paimon. Not everything people says is true, Paimon. You've met Linny, you know this.
Have you heard anything related to muskets in Fleuve Cendre lately? Anything at all?
Muskets, huh? All I know is that about 2 weeks ago, we started hearing some loud noises at night. So loud that it's been waking me up.
Were they gunshots?
Possibly. It's hard to tell around here. Someone's house collapsing, a pipe exploding somewhere, it's all the same. But the noises I'm talking about definitely happened after I fell asleep.
Do you know where the noises were coming from?
I don't remember clearly.
Is it that you don't remember, or that you need to think about it some more?
You tell me.
Then please, think about it some more.
She's giving her even more Mora!
Shut up! I love you, Paimon, but please! I didn't see anything.
The noises came from the end of the Southern Waterway. I came out and had a look for myself when I wasn't sleeping well, but I didn't dare get too close. That's all I know.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
Thanks for the pâte de fruits.
No need to be surprised. I grew up here, remember? I know how to get people around here to talk.
I want some too.
My apologies, I'm all out of sweets. Though I do have some other tempting snacks in my custody. Fries, fried chicken, and even onion rings.
Listen, you can slip me all of that. Nobody has to know. Nobody has to know. Paimon's eyes, bless her. Nobody has to know. Okay, no one has to know that I've eaten onion rings. I mean, if I eat full onion rings, I'll probably end up in the hospital and then they'll know, but still. Please, they're so nice. I want. Oh, this... Could you have not told me this before the mandatory January? I've eaten way too much stuff during Christmas and now I don't want anything. I actually have some fries and some fried chicken. I could. But onions aren't allowed in the house, even though I really want them to be. Ugh, crappy allergies. Okay. Allergies sounds like hay fever. That's not what I'm saying. Carry on. I want all of that, please.
Taking care of junk food is my responsibility. You're better off sticking to your normal, nutritious diet.
I love her.
Now then, let's keep going.
I love her so much. I need her. I need her in my party like right now. Hi. I know you're not, but still. Okay, fair enough. Sometimes people have special lines during a thing. That's why I'm checking. Where? Are we downstairs now? Okay. I know how to make an entrance. What do you mean a higher? Oh, okay. So you just have been lower and now we're higher. Hi! Titro. Titro? Titro. T-tray.
It's been a while, Tetro.
Tetro.
Please, just get on with your request.
I want to know if you've heard anybody talking about muskets lately.
Information isn't free, you know.
I've heard that bandits have been extremely active in the countryside recently, and they've been affecting the delivery of goods to Poisson. I can allocate some more manpower to help out with that problem. What do you say?
You're still as helpful as ever. One of our men got drunk at dinner about a month ago and lost his gun. 3 days later, it turned up in the corner here.
What's weird about that? He just forgot where he put it, right?
This is Fleuve Cendre, my friend. Anything of value left in the tavern won't ever make it to the next day. But that gun turned out to be an exception. It didn't get any new wear and tear on it, and didn't even appear to have been fired. We were quite mystified as to what could have happened.
I suspect it came back because the weapon was already known to the guards.
You mean, a criminal was afraid the Marechaussee Phantom would use the shot marks to track them down? Maybe. But if that's the case, the culprit really took great care to avoid getting caught.
I didn't say anything about a criminal.
In Fleuve Cendre, knowing who was killed is as easy as knowing what clothes you're wearing today. It's the guy living in the east side, isn't it? I've never liked him. Every time he's here, he just orders a drink and sits there with a nasty look in his eyes.
So, who was the one who lost the gun in the first place?
Don't bother. Even if you ask, he wouldn't admit to owning a gun to some strangers. Not to mention the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
He's right.
I know you grew up here, Chevreuse. Even though you're on good terms with the Spina, you've still been gone too long. Not many people know you here now, and a lot of people don't like the Special Patrol.
I know.
So take my advice and don't show your face too much around here. It's for your own safety.
I'll come and go as I please, and I'm afraid I'll be appearing more often due to my work.
All right.
Good for you.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Nothing will happen to her. Are you going to say anything else? No. Okay. Any problem? Don't mind me. The least amount of effort to get to places as possible. Is it? Excuse me? Since when? Okay, apparently I never knew you could go all the way up there. I don't think I need to be all the way up here. I don't even need to be. Okay. Oh my god, alright. Down here, what's the difference between down here and up there? I could have just jumped down then. I could have just... I could have just glided, okay. Serves me right for trusting the magical sparkles. There's nobody even here. Oh, I suppose that, yeah. Observe. Observe the boxes.
What's all this? Some broken planks and barrels, as well as some liquor bottles?
Yes, but have a closer look, Paimon.
Hmm?
Even though somebody has purposefully tried to clean them up, these are obviously marks from musket bullets. In other words, someone was here trying to improve their shot. They were using the barrels and bottles for target practice.
Could it have been the killer?
Your guess is as good as mine. Although many people at Fleuve Cendra own guns, few hide the fact from others. And even fewer would go to such lengths to hide markings from practice shots. Anyway, let's go. There might be more to this. Seems like that's all we'll be able to uncover for today.
Paimon feels like we managed to learn a lot more here than up on the surface.
Yeah, we did great.
Yes. Assuming that everything we found is indeed connected to our suspect, then their timeline was probably something like this. A month ago, our suspect found a gun and took it home to disassemble it. Once he'd figured out its mechanics, he brought it back. In the following weeks, he used some parts to create his own makeshift musket, and took it to the Fleuve Cendra for target practice. Then, a few days ago, he found his target and carried out the murder. Once the deed was done, he left a rainbow rose on the body, just like the scene in the novel.
That all makes sense to Paimon, but we're still no closer to figuring out the killer's identity.
About the guy who died.
The deceased was a resident of Fleuve Cendra. It's said that he was a poor, solitary man.
But if we're following the novel, shouldn't the guy have been a nobleman?
Yeah, that's also something I'm trying to figure out. If we are indeed following the novel, and there's a story behind the murder, then this murder should be an act of vengeance. But according to our investigation, the deceased didn't have any enemies. He was no saint, but no one's heard of a rival who hated him enough to shoot him dead, much less care to leave a rose on his body. What message is the killer trying to convey, and to whom exactly?
Could they be the novelist?
We've thoroughly investigated that possibility.
Okay.
He claims to have spent the whole day at the Opera House on the day of the murder, and the staff there have confirmed his account.
Okay, so he has an alibi.
Not only that, he lacks a credible motive as well. He has a family of his own, and both of his parents are still alive. I've looked into his records. He was adopted at the age of 6, and all the proper procedures were followed. There are also records of him at an orphanage before then. In the story, the mother of the 2 musketeers was murdered after the children turned 10. Of course, he could have changed the children's ages, but I don't want to assume anything without evidence. More importantly, I've also had a chat with him in person. He didn't seem like the kind of person who would pull the trigger to kill a man.
Then, what should we do now? We have all this new information, but it doesn't help us move forward.
Investigations take time. I didn't expect us to catch the culprit in just a single day. How about this? Let's spend the next few days filming with the crew. We can continue the investigation once we're done with the film. I'm sure that given time, new leads will present themselves.
Wait, but weren't you saying Intel is like small, remote islands in the middle of the sea just a moment ago? Wouldn't you just miss them if you were to stop looking?
Ah, but the book had more than one reference to the islands, Paimon.
Oh? What else did it say then?
As long as you spend enough time sailing through the fog, you'll eventually come across an island.
Oh, this is interesting. I mean, I have nothing of note to add, but like, I am enjoying this. Hi.
What? Never thought that the captain of the security and surveillance patrol could come from the Fleuve Cendres?
Oh, I'm sure it wasn't easy.
You mean rising through the ranks? It was a struggle, for sure.
You did great. I'm
But
proud of you.
as long as you can distinguish yourself through your accomplishments and skills, you'll eventually be recognized for your worth. If you look at it another way, my life at Fleuve Cendres has actually taught me a lot of valuable skills. Skills like how to barter with criminals or how to think in their shoes. Of course, I'd appreciate it if you could keep this a secret between us.
Like, I grew up in a rough-ish area. Not like, you know, bad, murder bad, but there was that time when a family friend turned up at our house having been stabbed in the head. It was during Bake Off and it was bread week. I know my memory is shit, but I specifically remember that it was bread week. And that kind of thing happened like so often that part of me was obviously concerned for the person, but there was that small bit of me that was like, you couldn't have done this any other day, you have to interrupt bread week. You know, it's perfectly normal to hear shouting, and I was like, I guess that's the one thing that really bothers me by like true crime.
I see the value
like,
in my own
how can you be?
but I
How can
also
you
see the
hear
meaning in
shouting
all the
and like
endeavors
not
of the
call the
people of
police?
Fontaine.
So because we'd be calling them every
I
single
believe I
day.
will continue to take pride in fulfilling my
Like
duties.
on this estate, you can't call the police every time you hear noises, every time you hear shouting. Because like, and sometimes the following day you do hear that something has happened, and all the time it's like, oh, I'm ever sorry, this person was kicking off. It's so normal in a rougher area. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is that it does teach you valuable life lessons, like how to talk to certain kinds of people and how to be street smart, I suppose. How to notice certain signs that somebody might kick off and when to leave. When somebody is getting that particular kind of drunk that you should really go before anything happens. You know, the usual. Anyway, I'm gonna leave. I'm actually not, I'm gonna continue recording, but I'm ending this recording, which will probably also be in like 3 or 4 parts. So, because I'm not milking content, I'm milking content. At least listen, at least I'm not clickbaiting, okay? I might clickbait. One of these videos is going to be clickbait. Okay,
They
Sophie.
are the pride of Fontaine.